most dangerous damage your body ever has to handle is inflammation. When your body becomes inflamed, this can trigger serious degenerative illnesses, from early aging and heart disease to diabetes, arthritis, food intolerance, and mental disorders. Inflammation is your body's natural response to infection, injury, and tissue damage. It comes in two forms: acute inflammation and chronic, systematic inflammation, which spreads throughout your body. Acute inflammation is temporary, the purpose of which is to restore good tissue functioning as soon as possible. Your body creates inflammation as its defense against disturbing homeostasis in an attempt to prevent harm to surrounding tissues. Chronic inflammation, however, can be dangerous. It can turn into a festering fire that creates pain, illness, and disability. This is because your body reacts to chronic inflammation by triggering cellular and molecular disorders to pro-inflammatory immune cells that circulate throughout your body. This can bring damage to healthy areas like the lining of your blood vessels and in arteriosclerosis, or your joint tissues in arthritis, or gut mucosa and diabetes. It may even act as a precursor to cancer. When it comes to the treatment of long-term illness, such as heart disease, savvy medical doctors now warn you that they have been misled. It is inflammation in the arteries that is the real cause of arteriosclerosis and heart problems. Cholesterol can never line artery walls and cause heart attacks and strokes unless systematic inflammation is widespread in your body. So prescribing drugs to lower cholesterol and tell people to restrict saturated fats do not protect from heart disease, as we've been told. In fact, statins, which the majority of cardiologists continue to prescribe for cholesterol, can seriously damage your health. Dwight Lundell, former Chief of Staff of Surgery at Banner Heart Hospital in Arizona, is one of the many outspoken physicians in regards to this mistake. As he says, we physicians, with all of our training, knowledge, and authority, often acquire a rather large ego that tends to make it difficult to admit we are wrong. He continues, I fully admit to being wrong. As a heart surgeon with 25 years experience having performed over 5,000 open heart surgeries, today is my day to right the wrong with medical and scientific fact. So, what are the causes of chronic inflammation in your body? The most common causes include exposure to chemical inhalants and pollutants, and electromagnetic exposure to cell phones, smart meters, and towers. Another is taking long-term courses of powerful drugs, from antibiotics to hormones, antidepressants, analgesics, and sedatives, as well as drugs like statins and other pharmaceuticals, the remains of which can literally poison your body long-term. Want to protect yourself from inflammation? Become aware of your positive exposure to these things and make changes to help protect you from possible causes. In many ways, the simplest place at all to begin is by changing the way you eat. Since the typical 21st century diet is right at the core of widespread chronic inflammation. Learn which foods are inflammatory in nature and which foods can help protect you from it. Then it's time to throw out every one of those inflammatory foods that line your cupboards and your refrigerators, and forever change how you may have been eating. Now, the foods that cause inflammation, which you want to avoid at all costs, are all kinds of sugars, regardless of how much they may be promoted as good for you. All artificial sweeteners, which are chemically dangerous to your body, and all GMO foods, which can literally be deadly. A large percentage of the population nowadays react badly to cow's milk products. From the milk itself to cow's yogurt and cheese. I would suggest finding alternatives such as goat's, sheep's, or buffalo milk, yogurt, and cheese instead. Another category of foods that can be seriously inflammatory to your body are high carbohydrate foods. Breads, pastas, cakes, and biscuits made from common grains and cereals, as well as all those common convenience foods that line our supermarket shelves. These are chock full of colorants, flavor enhancers, and other chemicals that poison your body. And of course, it goes without saying that you want to avoid all of the junk foods completely. Certain foods, herbs, spices, and supplements can help reduce inflammation and protect your body from it in the future. Organic dark green vegetables are high on the list. Spinach, kale, dandelion greens, collard greens, broccoli, bok choy, beet greens, and asparagus are high on the list of protective vegetables. So are organic berries of all kinds. organic chicken, grass-fed lamb, beef, venison, wild salmon, and green-lipped mussels from New Zealand. Clearing inflammation from your body in whatever form it occurs is likely to be the very best action you can take to help you live a long and healthy life, during which you will look and feel your very best at every age.